Okay, now to this, though. Are Republican lives being threatened? The FBI is now investigating a dangerous rise in swatting incidents on prominent conservative figures. But what exactly is swatting? Well, it's when someone makes a fake 911 call. They call 911, make a fake claim that something is taking place at a residence. Then law enforcement, armed law enforcement, is sent to that individual's address. It results in what amounts to a form of criminal harassment, putting those people's lives, and those officers for that matter, in jeopardy based upon a false call. My next guest is a conservative talk show host here in Texas, and he was swatted in the middle of the night after someone reported a false shooting and hostage situation at his home. It's Joe Pagliarulo. He's the host of the Joe Pag Show, and he joins me now. Joe, great to see you. Thanks for being with us to share this story. We could see I believe, the Ring camera footage from your front door there as officers show up. Tell us what happened that night.
You know, it's after 2 o'clock in the morning. Will, thanks for having me on, by the way. After 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm in my office. I'm doing some work. I guess what the bad guy doesn't know is I stay up till 5:30 a.m. Usually get up around 11:30 after that. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:25, 2:30, whatever it was, and my camera goes off. You have the app on the phone. My phone says there's somebody out there. I'm thinking it's a bug. Here in Texas, you know, we've got plenty of bugs. I'm thinking maybe my wife had to take the dogs out, which would be abnormal, but I took a look at it, and there's that guy, you know, holding clearly an AR-15. I've got an AR-15. That's what it looks like. He's a guy looking through my front door window, and he looks a little bit edgy. And I'm going, there's a guy out front. What do I do? And I calculated about 2 million things in about 5 seconds and called 911. Because now I've got to find out if it's the good guys, I've got to be very careful. If it's the bad guys, I got to go out, you know, with my gun and try to protect my family. They were asleep. It turns out it was them. 911 confirmed that the county sheriff is there. We got a 911 call, hostage situation. Dogs have been shot. They're hiding from the bad guy. And the person on the line, I've now heard the scanner traffic since, said they were me. But, well, here's a caveat. They said they were me, but didn't say my full name. They said Joe Pags. They didn't say Pagliarulo. As a homeowner, I would use my full name. They also described the house the wrong way. And they were so urgent in getting the police to break down my door and possibly kill me in my doorway. They told them, I heard this on the scanner traffic, that he's bleeding out upstairs. Please hurry and get inside. Now, none of that was going on. That's the thing. Not one of those things was happening. My family was peacefully sleeping. I was working in my office. Nothing was going wrong at my house. But this guy, was, wherever he happened to be, was trying to get police to break down the door and possibly either kill me or scare us enough to where I would shut my mouth and not do what I do on the radio every day. It was one of those, I'm sure you've had this, where your heart flops out of your chest. I've never had it that hard before, but thankfully, the police were there. They understood the situation. They got that it was a swatting, and we're all safe.
Well, Joe, I've heard you tell this story. You had 2 more police officers in the backyard. There were 7 total surrounding your home. It's creating a really tense situation where how do you come to the door? You told them you would come out with your hands up. It's just waiting for someone to make a mistake, either you or the officers to make a mistake, and then whoever makes this call has accomplished their goal. And they could have accomplished their goal in just scaring you, Joe, right? Just to scare you from stopping to talk about whatever it is you talk about. And you're not the only person this has happened to. Several conservatives as well have been through this swatting. So what's the takeaway? By the way, is there any accountability for whoever made this call?
Well, I heard in the scanner traffic that it was a California phone number that was being used, but of course, you know, through VoIP or VPNs, you can hide who you really are and spoof your number. I've got a meeting with the county sheriff detective and the FBI this week. We will get to the bottom of it the best way we can. But you're right. I think there were 3 more in the backyard. There were 4 total in the front. We could have been killed on the spot. And I think it's 2 or 3-fold, Will. I think that it's A, either get me dead, B, have me kill a cop as I'm doing it, C, have the cop be the one who kills me. Now, we're all bad guys. And then D, people like you shut up and stop talking about what you talk about. They didn't accomplish what they wanted to, but I hope there will be accountability. I texted Cash immediately. We're friends. He's been on the show a million times. And then he put out the statement the next day. I think they're taking it seriously, and I'm so glad it's this DOJ and this FBI, not the one we had a few months ago.
Right. Yeah, you're right. New FBI Director Kash Patel did post on this situation. We're glad you're safe, Joe. We hope we get some accountability on what happened here, and hope you keep pounding the table for what is right there in the San Antonio area and broadcasting across the nation as well. Joe Pags, thanks so much.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate you.
All right. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.